Congratulations, Mitch Elliott. It's just been announced that you have been offered a full scholarship at Florida National University, so well done on that. It's a bit of a dream come true for you, mate, to go to college.
Yeah, sure is. You're exactly right, Craig. I've been something I've wanted my whole life, something I've worked every day for, and to have it finally happen, I'm obviously very pleased and excited to get over there.
Yeah, it's an NAIA Division 1 college, and you actually get the opportunity to play, I understand, some Pro-Am type stuff and also against some Division 1 NCAA colleges, so that's going to be a good measure for you going over there in the course of your college career, getting to measure yourself against some of those athletes as well?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll be playing against some pretty tough teams, some strong competition, so I mean, that's the best way to see how you are as a player, test yourself against the best.
You're going to have some other internationals around you, and you've seen some of the footage of one particular athlete there who has a 50-inch vertical, yes. So that's going to be pretty good to be around some other talent there and some international talent.
Yeah, I mean, obviously internationals will, be able to get along right away because we're, coming from another country and we're experiencing it together.
There are some people along your journey who've actually also been party to helping you achieve what this milestone is for you in your career.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, first of all, definitely got to shout out to my parents. They've been there since day one. My mum in particular and my dad, they both never stopped supporting on me, and they're probably my two biggest mentors, really. Also, Coach Mike out at BBC, all the coaching staff out there have been there since really day one, and also helping me achieve my dreams and my goals. But yeah, along the way, there's, like yourself, a lot of coaches that have obviously impacted my game and made me become a better player and a better man.
I've noticed and observed at the end of your QBL SPL season last year here in Queensland that you had changed some of your approach to training. Was that in preparation for heading or the prospect of heading to the States? You've been hitting the gym a lot. You've been doing, a lot of coaches call it off-season training, but for legitimate professional coaches, they actually see the time you're not playing as really the on-season. It's the time you do your hardest work.
Yep, yeah, no, you're exactly right. Two of the biggest things I needed to improve on was my physical strength, try and match that in the States, and that was a huge focus during my year off. But also working on my skill level again. One of the biggest things was improving my shooting, and I think I've come a long way with that at the moment. But yeah, I mean, there's some tough guys in the States, so strength and condition was definitely like a priority.
So you've actually spoken with Coach Thatcher over at Florida National University, and has he given you any indication of when he'd actually like you to be heading over there?
Yeah, so obviously had a chat with him quite recently, and it looks like beginning of August. We don't have a specific date set, but I'll be definitely heading over around that time.
You're the first official person to be recruited from Australia by Hoop Recruits Down Under. How does that feel to be their very first official recruit, and what has the process been with them?
I mean, Hoop Recruits Down Under have been great. Obviously, I had a few issues when I first came out of school, being able to get my video out there. I had pretty good film. I just didn't have the contacts, and luckily I was able to reach out to my guy Graham McFall, who works with them, and he's been a huge help, really. He's always been there for me since day one. Since the second we started speaking, he's wanted to make it possible, and he hadn't stopped believing all the way until getting signed. So without him and the organisation, this whole thing wouldn't have been possible. So yeah, obviously appreciate that help a lot.
I'm happy that Ozswoosh is also connected with Hoop Recruits Down Under, and obviously through that connection, you and I have had conversations in recent times about going to college, and also talking with Graham, who has a wealth of knowledge in actually and a wealth of connections in that space. Mitch Elliott, well done. Looking forward to following the rest of your career, or this stepping stone through college, and hopefully onto the professional leagues. With hard work, I'm sure you can do it. All the best, and make sure you stay in touch with us, Ozswoosh, and let us know how you're getting on, and whenever you come back to Australia, make sure you come and do some workouts with us.
Awesome, sounds good, Craig. Thanks for having me.